to the left, you'll see a bit of a Catholic monastery on the hill there.
Sau khi
The big
mà
building,
mình
the big white
lên
cross on
xe
it. Now that's
từ
an
cái
historic
đài
building
tưởng niệm
that
ở
has also been
Wellington
damaged, but of
thì
course you
xe
need to
sẽ
be at your
chạy
own
đi
risk
qua một vùng
because churches have to say
dọc
that.
theo bờ
You've got to have
biển
faith.
để
Me,
mình
I
tiến
couldn't
lên
go in
núi
there
Mount
because I'm a Protestant,
Victoria.
but if you're Catholic, then all means you
Từ
can
cái
go in
đỉnh núi
there.
này mình
But
có
I
thể
still
nhìn
wouldn't.
bao quát toàn cảnh
We're going to come around the
Wellington
back of there.
360 độ.
Okay, so as we head up
Tạm
here,
thời
this is
bây
going to be
giờ
the area
xe
called
còn đang ở
Wellington
trong
Bay.
trung tâm
This
thành
is
phố
where we turned the corner before.
Wellington.
This is where that canal
Trên
was.
xa xa,
Now, back in
cả
the
nhà
early
có
days,
thể
of course,
nhìn
we all
thấy
did whaling
có
because we
biển
needed
rồi
oil
đó.
for our lamps,
Biển rất
etc.
đẹp, xanh
Now,
ngát.
this place used to be called
Người
Dupa.
ta đi
It was a
bộ
farm. The
lưa
man owned it
thưa
called Mr.
để
Dupa,
họ tập thể dục, hoặc là
D-U-P-P-A.
đây là những du
He
khách.
came out here on a ship called the Oriental, and that's why they changed the name to Oriental Bay, which is good because Dupa sounds really silly, but it was just a farm. Now, the whaling took place right here at this marina, so this has gone from being the smelliest, horriblest place where we used to cut whales up and do all sorts of things to them, full of blood and blubber and whatever, to one of the best real estate places here in Wellington. Now, as we come round, you see the tugboat over there very shortly. That used to be a working tugboat here in Wellington. Now it's not being scuttled or scrapped, but turned into a floating restaurant that's just tied up there. Very top-end restaurant. Now, today is Wellington Anniversary Day, so it's a public holiday here in Wellington region. That's why there's not many people around, or everyone seems to be unemployed at the coffee shops, because it's a day off, long weekend. Auckland, Timaru, Dunedin, and Invercargill, Akaraa, Christchurch, they're all having a normal working week, but today is our anniversary. We all have the anniversary at different times. And there's that tugboat there. Now, you may also notice these Norfolk pine trees here. They were introduced here in New Zealand for sailing ship masts, so because they grow nice and straight. However, like I said before, pine grows too fast, so therefore the wood was too soft, but they still keep them here. Now, if you come down here at night time, all these trees have lights in them, so it's a very, very, very nice place to come down at night time. The trees have lights. There's a fountain out there that also lights up as well. So it's a very cool place here in Wellington to come down to. Notice the size of the footpath. It's a very well-used place for people for cycling. You can hire these four-wheel bikes and just have them ride round, and a lot of people run around here. So it's a very well-used place. Now you notice the golden sands on the beach. They're not from here, that's a fake. The ratepayers in Wellington pay for that sand. It comes from Nelson or down in Golden Bay there. They bring it up by barge and they spread it out on the beach and make it look lovely. It's even got a Baywatch tower down there. The only thing missing is Pamela Anderson and David Hasselhoff. We're the worst skin cancer rate in the world, the highest, because we have an ozone hole. So is that a good idea? I'm not sure. Now, on a hot day, that place is packed. You'd be lucky to find a place to sit on the beach. You're landing around because it is beautiful golden sand. Now, the property value around here, I looked on the property around here about 30 years ago. It was $1.5 million then. Now, they range from that upwards, way upwards. If you look to the right, you'll see what we call the sisters. These are the original homes that were all around here back in the day. My favourite one is the purple one over here. It just looks really cool. It's got a round window, fantastic view, great. So if you're paying that sort of money, you want to have a house. How much? I'd have to win lotto twice, I think. It'd be a couple of $1 million. Yeah. Very expensive, very, very expensive around here property. This is the top end of Wellington property wise. Now, the Blue Water Bar and Grill was a battery tunnel. You can go on top and you can't go inside because it's also damaged from the earthquake. So a lot of work needs to be done here in Wellington. And eventually I'm supposed to get it done, but they don't seem to be in any type of a hurry. Now, as we go around, you may notice that some of the older properties look very San Francisco-y, like they're from San Francisco, the housing. Because in the early days, early 1900s, we looked to San Francisco because they also are an earthquake-prone city. Now San Francisco are looking at us for these base isolators that keep uppers on because it's a breakthrough in earthquake building. All our new buildings in Wellington will be built with that technology. It basically slows the movement of the building down when the land moves. So as we come around, just have a look at some of these beautiful, beautiful apartments over here on the right. These ones are starting to get, some of these go for about $4 to $6 million here. Any of those, yeah. But see these old homes in the middle of them, very beautiful old homes, still scattered amongst them. So Wellington's spending a a ton of money on a project called Let's Get Wellington Moving. Now I live in the Hutt Valley, so I'm not a Wellington ratepayer. Now, all I can see they're doing is they're building cycle lanes, which is all good. Cycling is good for you, it's good for your health, it's environmentally friendly, easy way to get around. And if you just look here, you see they've widened this up, they've narrowed the road down. Now, cycling is okay on a day like today, but in winter time, you wouldn't be able to cycle around here, you'd be blown off your bike. And I don't know what happens over in your country, but here in New Zealand, we have a group of men that think it's okay to wear lycra pants. It's never okay, am I right, ladies? You can tell a lot about a man in lycra pants, and they ride push bikes. Now they're supposed to be on that because it's purposely built for them, but they still come out here. And then the building section right there, but unfortunately it's for people to take their dogs down there to have a poo. I find that really amazing, to be honest, because I mean I would like to own a house to build it there, but I guess if you grow anything in the garden it'll be well fertilised. Okay, you notice these boat sheds out on the left here. I'm going to pull up, hopefully buy one. I'm not sure if I'll get a part, but I'll try. Now, and give you an idea of the value of one of these boat sheds, which give you an idea of what the house property would be. But I did hear that there's some in Australia, the guy told me the other day that it's pretty pricey like that as well. Yeah, I can get a part, it's running this fan. Okay, basically it's a red shed with a blue roof, and it has solar panels on top of it. And it's just here on the left, that one there. That sold 2 and a bit years ago for $260,000, that thing there. So you can imagine what a house costs if that's what that costs. Now you can only live in them for 24 hours, then you have to leave, because that's the caveat on it. But the fact of the matter is you just go to work and your 24 hours starts again, so there's always loopholes. So that's what it costs to live in a garage hanging over the water. So it's a little nothing in my opinion, but I bought a garage in my house 20 years ago. It was a 6x6 garage, it only cost me $8,000. So yeah, big difference. So you guys know about Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit? Yeah? Well, to be honest with you, I watched one of the movies and I fell asleep during it, okay? It's not my thing. I did watch, however, a thing called Breaking Bad, which was a lot better. So I'm going to show you the Lord of the Rings site. Would you like to see it?
Yeah.
Some of your people, now you can't go back bragging because some people for your ship may have paid $50+ to see this, part of the tour. But being half Scots, I don't know rip-offs. Well, I don't like rip-offs anyway, regardless of nationality. So it's a rip-off because there is nothing left here of Lord of the Rings in Wellington. The only place that has anything of Lord of the Rings left is in Hamilton, where they have the Hobbits' houses that you go and visit. Apparently it's pretty outstanding. So I'm going to show you that, and don't point and laugh if this Hobbit bus is up there, Lord of the Rings bus is up there. I did see some people come off your ship today going for Lord of the Rings, and my heart was bleeding when I saw them. I thought, oh, poor people. Now to the right, to my left, you see the orange needle in the sky? That's a working ceptrometer, also a piece of artwork. It measures wind speed. That thing can go horizontal sometimes. In fact, they have to move it back because they close the footpath off. Now, it's mainly a piece of art, but also measures wind speed. Why we need to measure wind speed, I don't know. I don't need something like that in my house. I put my head out the door and go, oh, it's windy today. But that's what it is. Now it's struck by lightning, but that's why I don't really care about it. I'll admit most of those All Blacks, I mean, Corey Jane used to catch my bus. He played for Upper Hutt. Sonny Bill Williams, what a poser. The best All Black I ever met was Jonah Lomu. I met him a few times. He was a good bloke, and he was an ambassador, a real ambassador for it, so he was okay. But the rest of them, Sean Fitzpatrick, you remember Sean Fitzpatrick? He's a tosser, mate. He was on a tour bus one day, dropped his pie on the ground, they all walked over it. That's the culture of the All Blacks. And then the same driver, he also took the Wallaby team out, and it was John Eales and George Cregan. They all have turns of being busboys. These two guys...
Ở bên Tây Lan thì cũng giống như Úc, lái xe bên tay trái.
No. No, you don't want to pull them down. Well, I'm going to jump the light. It's just how I go. It's okay, sorry about it. No, you wouldn't pull them down because I don't think you'd be able to build on them. Yeah, heritage houses, yeah. But you see here there's some modern ones. If a developer was to buy them, he'd maybe buy 2 or 3 properties because the building codes are totally different now to what they were. So a lot of places you wouldn't be able to put back what you had, or the land wouldn't be enough size prop section, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So during the week this place is normally very busy with traffic and varsity students, but of course they're still on holiday. But as we turn the corner here, you'll see really strengthened. There's still got the white scaffolding around it, and then the rest of it goes on up here. These other houses along here are actually owned by them as well, like for their services, like there might be counselling or dental or doctors. So it's all Victoria University up here. During the week time when the university is going, this place is just teeming with life. There's just lots and lots of people around, lots of cars moving around.
Mình gộp chung phim lại mà. Xuống đây là xuống thấp.
So we're going to arrive in an area called Calburn, which is the top of the cable car. Now I'm just going to roll around there. You'll see in the cable car museum, it's also the top of the botanical gardens. It's more or less another lookout of Wellington. But at the top there you'll see the museum. In the museum, the old cable car. My father used to drive that. It was a handbrake cable car that you sat outside on a wooden chair. The new one is very modern. It's more or less perpendicular, but it's just another transport solution. But it is unique. And if you do want to take photos and go on the cable car, you're better off to jump in the back of it, because as it goes up the hill, you'll get the shots of the city. Now the properties up here, down Salamanca Road to our right, which is where I'm accidentally going to turn, are worth $2.5 million. I'm told. A lot of specialist rooms were up here originally, like, you know, orthopedics, orthodontics, all those sort of people had them as homes and also their rooms. But this is the top of the cable car here. This is called Calburn, this area here. So here's the cable car museum just through that window there. I'll just slow down when we get there, so you'll be able to see it inside the window hopefully.
Đây là có cái
There's
cáp
the original
treo.
one there
Để
inside.
mà ai muốn
There's
đi
a bit of
lên
a cable
núi
car
thì
museum. You need one
cái
catch
đây
that
cái
through
cáp
here.
treo đây. Cái địa
And then
điểm
the
này
new
nhưng mà
one,
mình
which
không có bước
might be due,
xuống.
might not be.
Chỉ
But
chạy
see, it's just
ngang
another scenic lookout here on Wellington. Also the top of the botanical gardens. You can walk through the botanical gardens. Now some tourists tell you to come here at 8:30 in the morning. It doesn't open until 9:30. There's only public toilets here, and you're supposed to spend an hour here. And some days in the wind and rain it's not ideal, so I usually try and cut this short and move on. There's not been sunny in Australia. They're very white. They look like English.
Những chiếc xe bus này là xe chở khách du lịch đi tham quan.
Now you may have also noticed see all these old homes, they have long run or tin roofing. The reason being is because originally they would have had concrete tiled roofs. You know what I mean by that?
Cất nhà họ xưa
The concrete tiled roofs. Okay, I'm going to show you one just now over here on the right. That orange house, the orange roof there, sorry, has concrete tiled roofs. See how it's concrete tiles? Now, an average 3-bedroom home in New Zealand that has concrete tiles, and a lot of the government housing had them, it weighs 13 tonne. So in an earthquake, you don't want to be lying in bed and having 13 tonne hanging above your head. So that is the reason why a lot of places have changed their roofs from their concrete tiles to this tin. So you see some of these old homes would originally had concrete tile roofs, and that is the reason why. Now Housing New Zealand is our government funded housing. They're changing a lot of their stock of housing. They've actually pulled a lot down because they didn't meet the codes, and with those concrete roofs, so they're actually in the process of building new ones now, but we have got a housing shortage while that's taking place. Because the government said they could build 2,000 homes in 1 year. I think they built 200, so yeah, they're a bit behind. Now this leads us into Calburn, which is a very, very cool sort of village. Very self-sufficient if they want to be, of course. There's a wine store, bottle store, coffee shop, little 4-square supermarket, and a bit of boutique shopping. So this is their little suburb here. Now the other day, a guy from Thailand, because is wine expensive on those cruise ships? Yeah. There's a guy from Thailand, he said to me he paid $70 for a bottle of wine. And so I went, really? He goes, yeah. So he managed to get a bottle of wine from Countdown, tipped it into his pump bottle, and he was drinking it on the road. He was quite pissed by the end of the tour, but he had a good day, and he then smuggled the rest of it on. And I thought, good on you, mate, I'll do the same. Because, yeah, $70 for a bottle of wine. You can go to a supermarket and buy a bottle of wine for $12. Has the same effect. Gets you drunk, makes you get the crap the next day. So as we come through here, at Zealandia. Now growing up, I grew up in Wilton, which is also to the right here, before we moved out to the valley. Now, back in the day when I was a kid, like I'm talking 5 or 6 or even younger, my mum would say, what are you doing today, son? My answer was always, I'm out with my mates, because if I wasn't, I got a job. It's not like nowadays where teenagers lie in bed all day, get up, run to your lunchtime, get something to eat and go back to their